I've asked men, where do you feel happy? And they couldn't answer because they pay no attention to themselves being happy. Pay attention to women being happy, right? But this is what I found out. It's here. Happy shows up here.
Here's a headline for you. The stay-at-home boyfriend is now an economic trend as more women than men go to work. And the reason they found is that fewer young men, Maggie, are entering the workforce than their fathers, their parents were. Is this a trend that you are noticing personally? And what do you think about this?
Yes, well, on the internet, we call those men NEET, so they're not in education, employment, or training. I think a lot of men feel really comfortable sitting online all day long. That's a very comforting space for them. And if they're being financially supported, whether by parents or a girlfriend, God knows why that woman chose them, then of course they can continue to do that.
I find this fall outrage amusing because in a way, men are kind of taking revenge in this modern dating space in a way that I think many young ladies didn't really expect. When men were the providers for however long men were providers, at least in the West where we come from, there's no big deal. Men marrying down in terms of income or having to provide a certain lifestyle for the person that they were with was the expectation. But now young ladies are saying, I like the way he looks. I like how tall he is. I like the way he makes me feel. I just want him in my house and I'll pay for him. And she's acting like she's surprised by it. Why? When a woman is in contact with a man that she likes, it's easy sailing.
Now, what you said now?
I said I come to this gas station every time now because I seen you here that one time, and I'm hoping to see you again. I didn't know we went viral.
Hi, I'm Sarah Glassman. And I'm Blessed Price. And we are the real Nigerian housewives of Salt Lake City!
I want to get with you. I want to take care of you. Let me pick you up, scoop you up, man.
So they rooting for us?
Yeah. Come on, you got to give the people what they want. Let's just give the people what they want.
Is that what they want?
That's what they want.
Yeah, this thing big. I don't think that little thing, boy, I don't think that little thing can handle a big mongoose on. This an old big mongoose over here.
I may have a needle, but I feel like a sewing machine.
God knows why that woman chose them.
And the other half of the equation in this modern dating environment is that if a young lady doesn't like you at first sight, she owes you nothing. As a matter of fact, you owe her.
You having a good day?
Can I help you?
I was coming to ask you, are you having a good day?
I'm fine. Do you need something?
Nah, not with that attitude.
Okay. You have
I'm
a good one?
good. You have a great one. That's up attitude.
Excuse me. That looks absolutely beautiful on you.
Thank you. Are you going to pay for it?
Nah.
Okay.
Happy shows up here. It shows up here. Big happy goes down the arms and high five, smack on the butt, spike the ball. That's a big happy.
I've never seen a veteran like him. I've never seen, in all my years, I've never seen a veteran pour into other players like he does. Invaluable. Like, just amazing how he pours. And like he's not doing, look, you can easily sit there and do that in front of the cameras and people in the stands and all. He's doing that at shoot-around. He's doing that on the bus. When nobody else was looking, he's pouring into those young guys the exact same way you guys see him during the game. He's that every day. And so...
そうですね。顔が赤くなりましたね。つもりです。新聞のいを買いました。I bought my home. 将来、meditation の先生、になるつもりです。
As you guys know, I will always have a soft spot for seeing brothers invest in language learning because it gives us the ability to adapt and go to other places and not just take, but to share and to give back. In this particular case, the famous Andre Jordan, who is known for his Lob City days and his thunderous dunks, including one particular dunk over a poor Brandon Knight.
Keep his grin on his face. I want to see it again. This could be as good as anyone we saw from Blake.
Absolutely. That's as good as anybody anywhere.
First he said, Kao o aita kata, or I think he said something about Kao aitai, or I want to meet you, or something of that nature. Then he said, Watashi wa ie o kaimashita, he bought a house. And at the end he said, Watashi wa meditation no sensei o naru tsumori, or I plan to be a meditation teacher. And it's exciting to see the investment in trying to become a new person. When we were watching the Andre Jordan at the height of his powers, many of us didn't know that he was going through a personal relationship crisis himself. He was crying in court because he wanted to see his kid that was being held away from him. And as we know, it's all the rage these days to brag on how much you're winning in a divorce or a child divorce settlement or of that nature, because anything you can get out of the man is a win.
So that's why Iman Shepard was crashing out online, acting like he don't care about Tiana Taylor. Child, please. The divorce got finalized today. Let me tell y'all what my girl walked away with. She left that marriage with 4 houses. Okay, all 4 of the houses equal over to $10 million, period. A one-time 7-figure payments, and she walked away with luxury vehicles.
Did you own a piece of the business?
Yes, of course, yes. But it was the smallest piece of the business, right? Because there was other guys and other partners, and the guys were my ex-husband's, friends.
Did you own enough of the business, given your contribution?
No.
But girl, get what you gotta get. Why? Because I'm a girl's girl. Duh. She also keeps 100% of her companies, period. He also has to pay her $8,000 a month in child support. Y'all know she's the single mom who works 2 jobs, okay? And he also has to pay for their education, because you're not helping physically. The least you can do is help financially.
I think we built that company up and probably sold it for $100 and something million. I probably got 20 million of that or less out of $100 something million. I
don't care what y'all say in the comments. I love this for my girl, because that man was playing with her and she was battling that shit silently, okay? And now she get to rejoice, be fine, single, and paid. Or the story, have your own shit and get some of his shit too.
God knows why that woman chose them.
I believe the saying goes, it's no fun when the rabbit has the gun.
These men have to stop being so feminine. Stop competing with women. You are not a woman. Stop matching the energy of a woman. You are not a woman. Period, point blank. That is not cute. There's a man who said he's going viral because he said he had to cancel a date with a woman because he asked her to pay for his haircut, outfit, and send him a ride.
That's boss. She canceled
These
the date.
men are so feminine these days.
She canceled the date. Who canceled the date?
He did.
He was like, hey, check this out. Hey,
you have to pay for my haircut, outfit,
so we met out like, hey, shorty, how you doing? Damn, you looking good tonight. You want a drink? Hey, let me take you to dinner. Boom, 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 boom. Get the number here. Give me your number. Boom, all right, cool. So then he hit her like, hey, so look, let's go out, but I'm going to need this. I'm going to need you to take care of my cut. Can you give me an Uber at this time? And I want to eat here. So basically, he just asked for all the things that a girl wants on the date for the guy. Because girls be like, hey, if you want me to go out, can you get my hair?
You're not a girl, bro. It's just a double standard. These men have to stop being so feminine. Stop competing with women. You are not a woman. Stop matching the energy of a woman. You are not a woman. Period, point blank. That is not cute. Like, I don't care what you want to justify. We are 2 different species. I am a woman. I have a vagina. I bleed every month. You are a man. Stop trying to match the energy of a woman. It is sassy, it is weird, and it is burnt out. And I'm tired of it.
The gift of social media is that it gives us the opportunity to see things, even if they aren't in plain sight. But when people are presenting a certain side of themselves, they're essentially presenting their true motives. In this particular case, you can see what they are. I want to be independent, but I also want to have special rules. I don't want the rule of the burden of having to carry a man with my finances, but I want to be able to do my own thing. Essentially, a good portion of what we see on social media is ladies saying, I want to be independent and I want to be special. So the best way to do that is to say that the experience of the modern independent woman is harder than any experience that women have ever experienced, and certainly is more difficult than the experience of modern men who are expected to continue the traditional provision of the past, but to demand less, while the modern woman carries more.
I want to say this to the men so y'all can better understand what's really going on with us women. We are mentally, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually exhausted in motherhood, okay? The domestic labor falls on us, and we know that society goes by traditional roles, so a lot of the household deeds fall on the women.
If you want to know the real reason as to why us women aren't having babies anymore, well, that's because we're not into slavery. Whether you guys like to admit this or not, motherhood is unpaid free labor. And to me, unpaid free labor, that's slave work. That's slavery. Slavery was already abolished, so why would I participate as a modern woman in slavery?
And as a woman, you must decenter your age. The average 45-year-old man believes that he still has time, but a 25-year-old woman is convinced her time is running out. This is all part of the conditioning to pressure women into making choices that benefits the patriarchy.
Use your leg, push down. There you go. Come on, keep going.
Stay under control. Come on, yeah, finish off, man.
Not hard work.
You already started it. Finish it off.
Not hard work. Ain't nobody can't feel sorry for that boy. You 13, nigga, get the job done. I think a very beautiful thing is happening in the social media internet space now with men. Men understand that there is always going to be a sacrifice required. Many young ladies point at the patriarchy and say that's the reason why everything is so terrible and why I want to do what I want, but it's that evil patriarchy that's holding me back from fulfilling my best wishes and desires. But underneath the veil of the order and structure that there is in society is men learning how to sacrifice what they want now for what is necessary later. That part has been conveniently left out of the requirement for leading a family. If you want to be the person that's going to lead a family with children, you have to understand that there are some things that I want now that I have to give up in order to get there. And as boys, we have to understand that as teenagers.
You already started it. Finish it off.
Not hard work. Ain't nobody can't feel sorry for that boy. You 13, nigga, get the job done. You ain't gonna do it that way, right? Respect it. Let's go. And you respect your weight. Push down and come up. Come on. Breathe out. Come on. What?
Can't quit. Come on, man. Use it again.
You're a one-hit wonder.
Come on, man.
Yourself when you first did. Now you don't believe yourself no more.
Do it once, do it twice.
This is
you
the
need to use your legs.
All right, get close to it. Get close to it. Bring your legs close to it. It's part of the job. There you go. Yeah. Don't let it fear. No fear. There you go. No fear. No fear. No fear.
Push.
No fear.
Push.
No fear.
Push.
No fear. You gotta dig. You gotta find somewhere in you that's gonna fight. You're gonna fight. You're gonna fight.
Push, Bob.
Fight.
Push.
Come on, fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight.
Speaking of women who are taking care of men, Candy Barris, she has to now pay her ex-husband $500,000, and he walks away with 5 cars, and he also gets custody of the children.
That's baller for him. That's baller. Okay, man, that's a deal.
As a man, I just don't respect that.
How you don't respect that?
Because it's just
why
like
he can't get his kids some cars and some bread from the woman.
I just think it's just burnt out.
Why is
I
that
think
burnt when women do it every
women
day?
and men are different.
Happy and power go together. Can you see it? One thing men don't know about women is that the power terrifies us, especially if we don't feel connected to you, because we're afraid to use it against us. If we feel connected to you, then we're happy you're happy. If we don't, it's scary. And this is why women attack men when they're happy.
Women attack men when men are happy?
Mm-hmm.
What's an example? Oh, like sports.
Exactly. Oh, he's so full of himself. And they'll do something to take him down.
So wait, why do women do that?
Because happiness and power comes together in a man's body, and the power is scary. And so we have to diminish the power. So we will attack them when they're happy. They come home, they caught a big fish, or whatever it was they did. If it wasn't something that I did that gave you that feeling, then that's a problem.
Yeah, you're more excited to go out with your friends.
That's supposed to make you happy.
If we did a thought experiment just as men and tried to put ourselves in the shoes of young ladies, maybe some of them are in their mid to late 30s, maybe some of them are older than that, and they're looking at their counterparts who many of them did not get a lot of attention or dates, and they are starting to come into their own, and at 35, 40, 42, they're starting to enjoy their best lives and find ways, very important to understand this, to be happy without a permanent woman's presence in their lives. How would you take that? Everything that you've been told is that your life is difficult and men have been the ones making it difficult. But you look across at the men and you see men that are happy to be relieved of the responsibility that comes with being in a relationship. That responsibility that we see young ladies that are high earners not wanting to take. You see a Kimora Simmons saying, hey, I deserve more money because I was part of this business, even though she doesn't acknowledge the fact that she was married to a mogul who made the business possible. She doesn't want the responsibility of that business failing while she's trying to make it all happen. You could see all over social media, young ladies are essentially saying, I want all of the benefits of masculine manhood, but I don't want that responsibility because it's too heavy. And then they look across at men, relieved of those responsibilities, and saying, you know what? I'm just going to live my best life. And so instead of young ladies saying, how can I become someone that this man wants to love? Or how can I be someone that brings something to the table so we can work something out? I don't think many of these young ladies have learned how to do that. And so all they can say is, well, my situation is more difficult and you owe me more. And a man is supposed to, as a way of trying to get those men to do something for them. Because all things considered, men in this modern world of dating and relationships don't owe young ladies anything. And young ladies seeing that and seeing men find happiness without them is the cruelest trick that all of this feminism could have played on women in the first place. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. Catch the next video. Take care, guys.